everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is very exciting for both me and the piggies because I'll be getting them some new enrichment items. This will consist of a hay house, wooden feeder snack line, and a hay pig circus treat bowl. For those of you who don't know, I recently flew to China with my mum to attend my cousin's wedding, and of course I'll be making a video of the animals I saw there later, but for now we are just focusing on the piggies. Fortunately, my dad is a great pet parent, so I knew that the piggies were in good hands, but I still wanted to give them these little gifts to keep them company while I'm away. I am now back home safe in Melbourne while editing this, and I'm happy to inform you that the enrichment items are still in good condition. So now that I have been talking non-stop for a minute, let me show you the piggies' first reactions to the new items. So I thought I would start off with a hay house since I think it's the easiest item for them to figure out because it is literally just a house made of food. Because the piggies' enclosure is outdoors in a grassy garden, essentially the whole floor is made of food as well, and being naturally shy creatures, it did take them a while before gathering the confidence to go sniff the house. I was honestly surprised but happy that it was Kobu who approached it first, because normally Mika is more outgoing, and Kobu will follow Mika wherever she goes. One thing I found interesting was the fact that he preferred eating it from the inside rather than the outside, but I suppose that just gives him a better sense of security because it acts as both a food source and also a hiding place. I think the only downside is that it can only fit one guinea pig instead of two. Although they did seem happy having one eat from the inside and one from the outside, maybe I'll get the larger size next time. So next up is a wooden feeder, which was the one I was most excited to try because I have not seen anything like it before. I think it would be great food, physical, social, and cognitive enrichment. In addition to hanging foods on the pegs, it also lets you put some foods in the holes closer to the bottom. So I decided to give the piggies a good mix of dry food and vegetables. Unfortunately, the piggies once again ignored it for a very long time because they preferred eating the grass or using the enrichment items they were more familiar with. So I previously mentioned Mika being the more outgoing one and how Kobu is so in love with her that he'll follow her anywhere, so this time she was the first one to use a new item. Even though Kobu did not follow her immediately afterwards, he eventually gathered the courage to try it out a few days later, and even then he only preferred eating from the bottom. So on a day where the guinea pigs couldn't go outside during the rainy weather, I decided to try put this indoors to see whether Kobu would interact with it. And even though it did take a while, he eventually did get the hang of it. Last but definitely not least, we have the hay pig circus treat bowl. I think this is by far the most unique toy because of its 3-in-1 feature, which you can read about here. Once again, during the first few impressions, the piggies just spent some time hanging around it instead of actually engaging with it. But like the wooden feeder, next time we had a day where the piggies had to stay inside due to the wind, they were much more interactive with the item when they were kept indoors. As you can see by the state of the hay house, some time has passed since the piggies first got those toys. Even though most of the hay has fallen off, the piggies still really enjoy hiding underneath it or nibbling on a cardboard. I think without a doubt that the hay hut is their favourite. Even though pretty much all of the hay is gone, it is still a lovely place for them to hide or nap. Personally, I was expecting them to like the other items more since they also provided them with cognitive stimulation, but honestly, I can't blame them for just loving a house made of food. I did try change things up with the enrichment items, such as by making the hay hut a little box of hay for them to sit in, and by using a treat bowl in halves rather than the whole. So I still stand by my statement that this is by far the most creative and innovative item out of the three. Piggies are yet to work on figuring out how to flip over the hemispheres, but they still seem to enjoy eating out of the top of the hemisphere instead of having to move the bowl over to get the food to come out. Overall, I would definitely recommend trying out these items for your pets, and if anyone has any suggestions for enrichment items for any of my pets, I would absolutely love to hear them. So that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely day.